It feels like the universe gave everyone else the instruction manual for happiness, except you. Doesn't it? The tightness in your chest when the bills pile up, stacking higher than your hopes for a better future. The way your mind races at 3 a.m. when the world is silent, and your thoughts become a storm, wondering if this struggle will ever end, if the next day will bring another rejection, another closed door, that hollow, gnawing feeling in your stomach when another opportunity slips away because you couldn't afford to take the risk, or because you hesitated too long, paralyzed by fear. You've tried everything: prayer, meditation, side hustles that barely cover your coffee, donations to temples burning sage, following every manifestation guru's advice like a sacred text. And still the money doesn't come. Still the universe feels distant and indifferent. But what if the real problem isn't your effort? What if it isn't your faith or your discipline? What if the obstacle standing between you and true abundance isn't external at all? What if it's something far more invisible and far more fixable? Your brain has been hijacked, not by bad luck, not by karma, not even by the decisions you've made along the way, by a frequency you didn't even know existed, a frequency that powerful forces have spent decades suppressing, manipulating, and weaponizing. And now it's time to reclaim what's yours. You see your hippocampus, the sacred organ nestled deep within your brain, the one that connects you directly to the universe's abundance, the one that holds the key to your intuitive knowing and effortless receiving, has been shrinking. The relentless stress of modern life has crushed it into a tiny, terrified version of itself. And now you're stuck in a loop of struggle that feels impossible to break. Every unpaid bill, every rejection email, every sleepless night spent scrolling through bank statements has carved deeper grooves into your consciousness, wiring your brain into beta, the slave wave, a state where your intuition goes silent, where abundance feels like a distant dream, and where receiving feels impossible. This isn't your fault. You were born to receive. You were born to thrive. You were born with the capacity to live in flow, to attract miracles, to feel the universe's generosity as naturally as breathing. But the world has trained you to survive instead. It has taught you that struggle is noble, that suffering is proof of value, that abundance is earned through exhaustion. And in doing so, it has disconnected you from the very frequency that could restore you to your natural state. You're not weak, you're not cursed. You've simply been trapped in the wrong energy. And here's the soul-shattering truth: the very same sound waves that wealthy elites and intelligence agencies have used for decades to program wealth consciousness are available to you right now. They're not hidden in some ancient temple, guarded by riddles, or locked behind a paywall of expensive courses. They are in a 7-minute ritual, a simple, scientifically designed sound wave that can rebuild your hippocampus, restore your theta waves, and return you to the natural state of flow, where money appears effortlessly, opportunities find you, and receiving becomes as natural as the air you breathe. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. Now, to understand how we truly heal this, we must go deeper than just positive thinking or positive affirmations. This isn't about slapping a smile on your face and pretending the struggle doesn't exist. This isn't about toxic positivity or denial. This is about restoring the biological bridge between you and the universe, the hippocampus, your direct line to abundance. For generations, we've been told that abundance is a matter of positive thinking or hard work. That if you just work harder, manifest harder, believe harder, the universe will finally reward you. But what if I told you that the wealthy elite don't operate on the same brain frequency as the rest of us? What if the reason they seem to attract money effortlessly, to move through life with such confidence, isn't magic or luck, but biology? What if abundance isn't about being smarter or luckier, but about vibrating at a different frequency? Entirely consider this: when you're stressed, when the bills are piling up, when that familiar weight presses down on your chest, your brain operates at 12 to 30 Hz, the beta range. This is the frequency of survival, of fight or flight, of the endless to-do list, of that gnawing fear that you'll never have enough. It's the frequency of the slave wave, the one that keeps you stuck in cycles of struggle, where every dollar feels like a victory and every unexpected expense feels like a disaster. But when you're in theta, 4 to 8 Hz, you're in a state of deep calm, of intuition, of effortless attraction. Money flows to you like water to a riverbank. Ideas come to you without effort. People and opportunities appear seemingly out of nowhere. You walk into a room and feel a shift in energy because you're vibrating at the frequency of wealth, not scarcity. The problem isn't that you don't deserve abundance. The problem isn't that you're not trying hard enough. The problem is that your brain has been locked in the wrong frequency. And the solution isn't more hustle. It isn't more discipline. It isn't another side gig or another late night course. The solution is a reset. You see, the hippocampus isn't just some random part of your brain. It's not just a memory bank. It's your direct line to the universe's abundance. When it shrinks under stress, when it's overwhelmed by cortisol, and fear, you lose access to the intuitive knowing that tells you when to take a risk, when to trust, when to receive. Shrinkage means struggle, regrowth means miracles. And here's what the powerful don't want you to know: regrowing your hippocampus doesn't take years. It doesn't require a monk's discipline or a guru's blessing. It takes less time than your daily coffee break, a 7-minute sound ritual using the exact frequencies that intelligence agencies studied in programs like MCultra can rebuild your connection to abundance in a single session. It can restore your theta waves. It can return you to the state of flow where receiving feels natural, where opportunities find you, and where money isn't a source of dread, but a source of joy. Imagine waking up tomorrow without that weight on your chest. Imagine checking your bank account and feeling a surge of joy instead of dread. Imagine walking into a job interview and feeling calm, confident, and certain that this is the right opportunity because you're vibrating at the frequency of success. Imagine receiving unexpected money, a refund you forgot about, a bonus you didn't expect, a stranger's generosity, and feeling not surprise but confirmation. That's the state you're meant to live in. That's the state your soul remembers. This isn't fantasy, it's neuroscience. The sound wave is a blessing, not a product. It's not a scam. It's not a gimmick. It's the key that unlocks the door your hippocampus has been trying to open for years. It doesn't require years of meditation or expensive courses. It doesn't require you to quit your job or move to a mountain. It requires 7 minutes of your time, 7 minutes to reset your brain, 7 minutes to remember how to receive. You've been kept in the dark long enough. The universe didn't abandon you. Your brain wasn't cursed. You weren't born to struggle. You were born to thrive. And your hippocampus, the sacred organ that connects you to abundance, was meant to stay open, to stay connected, to stay vibrant. But the world has trained you to believe that struggle is normal, that you must work until you drop, that abundance is for other people. This is a lie, a biological lie, a lie that keeps your hippocampus shriveled and your intuition silent. The solution isn't more discipline. It isn't more prayer. It isn't more manifestation journals or vision boards. The solution is a frequency shift. The 7-minute sound ritual works by sending precise tones to your hippocampus, stimulating growth and restoring your natural theta state. It's not meditation, it's neurosurgery without the scalpel. It's a biological upgrade that takes less time than a lunch break. You don't need to become a monk. You don't need to quit your job. You don't need to spend years in therapy or thousands of dollars on courses. You just need to remember how to receive. That's all. The sound wave does the rest. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. Now, to understand how we truly heal this, we must confront the fear that stops you from clicking. What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not ready? What if I don't deserve it? What if this is just another false hope, another empty promise in a world full of them? But what if it does work? What if you're exactly ready? What if you deserve this ease more than anyone? What if the universe has been waiting for you to remember how to receive? The fear is real, the doubt is real, the skepticism is real. But so is the possibility, so is the hope, so is the truth that you were never meant to live in this constant state of lack. The universe isn't a vending machine where you insert enough belief and out pops $1 million. It's not a transaction. It's a living being that responds to your energy, and your energy is about to change forever. The sound wave is waiting for you. It's not a trick, it's not a scam. It's not another course to sell you on the idea of abundance, while keeping you trapped in the cycle of struggle. It's the exact tool that wealthy elites have used for decades to maintain their flow state. It's the same technology that intelligence agencies studied in secret programs. And now it's yours. You've prayed, you've worked, you've hoped, you've followed every rule the world gave you about success and abundance, but you've never had the right frequency until now. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I met a woman named Sarah. She was a single mother working 2 jobs, barely making ends meet. She had tried every manifestation technique, every side hustle, every financial guru's advice, and still the money didn't come. She felt stuck, hopeless, like the universe had forgotten her. Then she discovered the 7-minute sound ritual. She started using it every morning. Before work at first, nothing changed, but she kept going. And then one day, she received a call from an old client offering her a freelance project that paid 3 times her usual rate. Then a month later, she got a surprise bonus at her 2nd job. Then a relative she hadn't spoken to in years reached out with a financial gift. The money didn't come all at once, but it came. And it kept coming. Sarah didn't change her job. She didn't win the lottery. She didn't manifest a miracle out of thin air. She simply reconnected to the frequency of abundance. She regrew her hippocampus. She shifted out of beta and into theta. And the universe responded, "This isn't magic, it's biology." Another story, James was a freelance designer who had been stuck in a cycle of feast and famine for years. He'd get a big project, make good money, then burn out and struggle for months. He tried every productivity hack, every financial planner, every manifestation course. Nothing worked. He felt like he was running on a hamster, while never getting anywhere. Then he found the 7-minute sound ritual. He started using it before every big project. And something shifted. The projects started coming more consistently. The clients started treating him better. The money started flowing more smoothly. He wasn't working harder. He wasn't getting luckier. He was simply vibrating at the right frequency. This isn't about positive thinking. It's not about visualizing your dream life until it manifests. It's about restoring your brain's natural ability to receive. It's about regrowing the part of you that connects you to the universe's abundance. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. let's talk about the science for a moment. The CIA's MKUltra program is often shrouded in mystery, but its findings are well documented. In the 1970s, researchers discovered that specific sound frequencies could instantly shift a person's brainwave state. They found that certain tones, when played at precise intervals, could move a person from beta, the slave wave of struggle, to theta, the billionaire brain wave of flow in minutes. Theta is the state where your intuition is strongest, where your creativity flows effortlessly, where opportunities find you instead of you having to chase them. It's the state where the universe's abundance is accessible to you. But here's the catch. The wealthy elite don't just stumble into theta by accident. They maintain it through intentional practices. Sound being one of the most powerful, they use binaural beats, isochronic tones, and other frequency-based tools to keep their brains in a state of flow. They don't rely on luck, they rely on biology. And now this technology is available to you. The 7-minute sound ritual is designed to target your hippocampus directly. It uses a combination of frequencies that have been proven to stimulate neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells. It's not just about feeling better. It's about rebuilding the biological bridge between you and the universe's abundance. Think about the last time money appeared unexpectedly. Maybe it was a refund you forgot about, a bonus you didn't expect, a stranger's generosity. In that moment, you weren't in beta, you weren't in survival mode. You were in theta. That's the frequency your soul remembers. That's the state you're meant to live in. But the world has trained you to believe that struggle is normal, that you must work until you drop that abundance is for other people. This is a lie, a biological lie, a lie that keeps your hippocampus shriveled and your intuition silent. The solution isn't more discipline, it's a frequency shift. The 7-minute sound ritual works by sending precise tones to your hippocampus, stimulating growth and restoring your natural theta state. It's neurosurgery without the scalpel. It's a biological upgrade that takes less time than your daily coffee break. You don't need to become a monk. You don't need to quit your job. You just need to remember how to receive. That's all. The sound wave does the rest. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. Now let's address the doubt. I know it's there, the skepticism, the fear that this might be just another empty promise. But ask yourself this: what if it's not? What if this is the missing piece? What if this is the key that unlocks the door you've been trying to open for years? You've been kept in the dark long enough. The universe didn't abandon you. Your brain wasn't cursed. You weren't born to struggle, you were born to thrive. And the path back is clearer than ever. The sound wave is waiting for you. It's not a trick. It's not a gimmick. It's the exact tool that wealthy elites have used for decades to maintain their flow state. Now it's yours. You've prayed, you've worked, you've hoped, you've followed every rule the world gave you about success and abundance. But you've never had the right frequency. Until now, the deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today.